Hello, Super Nerd friends. It's my day, Saturday. It's Saturday the 6th. No idea. I think it's the 6th, maybe. We should really stop. I should stop doing these little, 10, nope, it's gonna be 20 here. 20-second introductions where I don't know what day it is. I'm secretly a time traveler, but I only go in one direction. Oh gosh, biking, that sucks. We won't have to do it anymore. I remember I failed my written test so many times, and it was always by one point. Like, you're not allowed to do more than 4 questions missed or something, and I always missed 5 until the time that I passed when I got, 4. So, I don't know. It was always a different question that I got wrong. I don't know. So I think I finally just ran out of questions to guess. But it was nice seeing you outside because I finally got to see, a more accurate outdoor hair color, which is cool. Because I don't know, it looks weird in the indoor lighting on the videos sometimes. But yeah, pigeons, I don't know. That's so weird that I think the problem was that I didn't go after any bird specifically enough, and so it's just well, you don't want any of them, so we're just gonna pick one or something. I mean, I don't think that's exactly how it works, but I think it was part of the problem that I wasn't specific enough in my hunting. I think you're supposed to really go for one over the others. But it's weird, I would have thought that Ryota, your childhood next door neighbor, best friend, would have been the default love interest, not the teacher. What? That doesn't make sense. At all. I don't know, did I just do too many math tests with him or something? I don't understand. But yeah, so I tried doing another one, just started playing a new game randomly, and I ended up in a situation where I had to switch between the French accent and the Russian accent, one after the other, back and forth, and it was so bad. I couldn't do it. Or I could do it, but very painstakingly. Oh man. If I ever have to deliver a thesis while under heavy medication, that's what it would sound like. It was just my sounds were so bad. It was awful. So glad I wasn't recording. I was just sort of saying it out loud to myself. I don't know, because now I don't know, I just just reading it. But yeah, so Becky, it's really great to hear you really excited about a class and a thing, and that's great. Although, I was really excited when your video was Pullman, yay, and then you weren't actually in Pullman for that video. I hope you'll be taking, you're there today, I think? I don't know. But hopefully you'll be taking video so you can sort of post it after the fact when your video day comes around again, because it'd be nice to see Pullman again. Be nice, but I don't know. Small school, different campus, quarter system. I don't think Wazoo or UW qualify for that, at all. I mean, when I think small school, quarter system, I think Western. I don't even know if they have a physics or comp sci program. I mean, I know they have some computery classes, just because for the library program, the archives, you can substitute a coding class for one of your language requirements. So, I don't know, it just makes sense. If you're going to be a librarian, you should probably know some coding stuff. So they're you don't have to take a random language that you might not need. You can just learn how to use computers, because it's probably going to be more helpful. But yeah, because they are a liberal arts college, so it's I don't know, not really the place you go to when you're I want to learn about comp sci. Not the place you should probably be going. But yeah, so that's so cool. Sounds like you guys are doing okay stuff. Getting licenses and Pullmans. What have I done today? I made pulled pork today. I used it did it in a crock pot. So I just put everything in, and then 8 hours later the entire house smelled like an outdoor carnival. It was really good. I was just sort of taking bites as I was getting all the meat off the stuff after it was done. So I was way too full before it was even ready to really eat, because I took all the juices out and made a barbecue sauce out of it. Yeah, so that's the thing. And where was I going with that? I don't know. Just like the whole day has been sort of spitting on my ancestors, like, I'm gonna eat pig. And then later I was so full, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, you were right, this was such a bad idea, but it was so good. So good. But, and then we went out with, my grandmother and I went out with my aunt and my cousin, and we went and saw the new G.I. Joe movie, which, it was fantastic. I thought I liked it, and I was kind of blown away with how much I liked it. It was, like the 2-ish hour long Hasbro orgasm, and it was just whole lot of fun. I'm like, what? I was expecting this to be horrible, and then it was really awesome. And I'm like thinking about it a lot, because I'm still trying to figure out like why I enjoyed it so much. And I think it's because I don't know. It was in, like, you know, Marvel kind of had their hand in like making comics for it for a bit, but it's mostly, you know, like G.I. Joe figurine characters and, you know, a little bit of television show in there, but mostly, I think, when people think G.I. Joe, they think like little action figures and playing at home with your little dudes and making them do stuff. And I think they really nailed the feel for it, which isn't like trying to take yourself seriously or trying to make a point or even really a coherent story, but just taking the characters that you love and making them do something awesome. And so it's sort of like you're watching this really elaborate G.I. Joe fan fiction, except it has special effects, and everything is just like, it's trying to out-awesome the last scene, and it just ends up being a whole lot of fun, which is really great, because, I don't know, sometimes you watch like a superhero movie, and you're like, are they trying to just have fun, or are they trying to make a point, or be serious, or I don't know what they're doing, but, and this movie had a bit of that. There was a couple moments where like it suddenly got really serious, and then they don't really mention it again, and it's like a kind of a big thing. Like if this universe was taking itself any kind of serious, like you know, kind of along the lines of like The Dark Knight or something, where terrorist organizations are actually a threat and actually kind of something you should be afraid of, instead of just something that kind of pops in, oh no, world domination, then they kind of disappear after you sabotage their plans and everyone's kind of okay again. But yeah, like they like destroy London in a really graphic way. It's like they don't just like knock down some buildings either. There's no more London, and they don't really mention it again. So it's like, I don't know, there's like this weird, I don't know. One of the things about having fun, I guess, but then it's like, but no, look, it's actually a threat. Look, threat. It's like, okay. Sure, you're a threat. The rest of it is just a whole bunch of fun and CGI and people flipping doodads and knives and guns everywhere, and Bruce Willis is in there being an awesome grandpa, and Dwayne Johnson's awesome. I mean, who doesn't enjoy Dwayne Johnson? So yeah, and I don't know, I take it slightly less serious just because, I don't know, G.I. Joe's like one of the kind of classics of sort of nebulous genre of comics, action hero sort of things, but it's like to the point where a whole bunch of things kind of use it as a source, so I'm so used to hearing it just as like the punchline to a joke, just as, you know, as a playful nudge to the predecessor kind of thing, so I can't even hear the name Cobra Commander without kind of laughing, because it's a punchline all on its own to me by now. But I don't know, and there's so many good one-liners. I think that's what it was all the awesome one-liners. Like the first thing Cobra Commander actually says, and he has a great look in this movie too, none of that blue 80s crap, you know. I mean, it looks like a mix between Daft Punk and Darth Vader had like a kind of sexy child, and he only has like Bond one-liners, so it's pretty awesome. But like the first thing he says to another character, it's like character-defining moment, is he actually turns to them and says, "You're out of the band." It's like, oh my gosh. Okay, so it's gonna be that kind of movie. Okay, but the movie advertisements at the beginning before the movie even started were like almost the best part, because like I kind of leaned over to my grandma, I'm like, oh my gosh, because there was a like an advertisement for Red 2. Like, oh my gosh, there's gonna be another one, and Helen Mirren and Bruce Willis and all these other cool old people, and they're being awesome. It's like, yes. And there was one for Fast and the Furious 6. Like, that's hilarious, but kind of in a sad way. Like, I can't really 6 is that's the joke all by itself that there's 6 of them now. It's like, I don't know, it's like The Land Before Time. Like at a certain point they just kind of all become sing-alongs, right? Isn't that sort of how it works? And then they had one for World War Z, and it looked impressive, but I still can't be super on board with it just because it's so they kind of it's like they sold out, you know? I mean, the whole point is that it's supposed to be a different kind of zombie, you know? It's like they never even call them zombies because you're not supposed to. And they're slow and methodical, and the whole point is the effect on humanity instead of just being a super shoot 'em up action thriller. And that's basically what they did. It's like, you had a chance to do something awesome. I don't know, maybe they tried to keep it all there. They just couldn't do it with slow zombies, so I don't know. And I'm still not sure what to think about Great Gatsby. I mean, it looks exactly like the sort of movie you would make if it was made by the people that made Moulin Rouge, which it is. And I learned the G.I. Joe movie was written by the same people that made Zombieland. I think that's what it's called. I have my zombie movies mixed up. But anyway, the really funny one, it was just a whole bunch of fun. So, that's kind of the feel. But I'm not sure if I can really get on board with Gatsby either. Like, I'm not sure. Every time I see an advert for it, it's like, you look pretty, but I'm not sure if the substance is there. But looks like, I mean, that's it. It's just, it looks pretty and it looks like it'll have a nice soundtrack, but it's like, just make another Moulin Rouge. Don't, so I don't know. So that's my 2-ish cents for the day, I suppose. Camera kind of got off somehow. My wrist got lazy. Hello. So I'm done talking, I guess. And, yeah, I was going to say, I'm just going to start playing Pigeons again, but I've been done with, it's turned into a long video. I've been done with Lonesome Road for forever now. I just have to upload the videos. But yeah, like I think the last video I uploaded, like I accidentally launched a nuclear missile. So yeah. It wasn't even really a cliffhanger though. It's like, oh, whoops. Guess I'll just keep going, hope no one noticed. So yeah, I'll try to get that up, I suppose. And yeah. Anything else? I don't think so. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.